Welcome on this beautiful Sunday morning, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. We're going to be looking at Archangel messages. We're going to be looking at messages from the divine to help us grow closer to spiritual things, spiritual energy, spiritual essence, the presence of what the old timers used to call the presence of God. So I'm super excited today. We're going to be looking at an array of card decks that I have. I have Ascended Masters, Spirit of the Animal Oracle, Life Purpose, Career, and then Mystical Wisdom, and even a card deck that I love, the Diary of a Spiritual Black Sheep. So the way I want to do this today is I want to invite the presence of Christ into this live. And then I want to actually bring out a variety of messages, and you all take what resonates with you. And these are going to be messages of how in the next week especially can we grow closer to God, source consciousness. Now, this is a timeless reading. So those of you who are watching on the replay, thank you for being here. I appreciate every single one of you. Drop a comment below and I'll message you back, even if it's an angel emoji. But I want you to know this is a timeless reading, and anytime that you click on this video, it will be meant for you. So welcome in. Hello, Incognito. Good morning from Central Coast, California. Wow, it must be early for you today. Good morning, Richard, from the East Coast, Southern Maine. Oh, coast to coast today. What a beautiful sign from Spirit that we are definitely light workers holding the energy of light throughout the world. So thank you for being here today. Let's get started. I want to say the live here, the prayer, the live protection prayer. All beings, thought forms, entities, technologies, and artificial intelligences that do not have our highest good and the highest good of all life on earth, and that are not in service to the one true source of all creation, the great I am, and the technology you use, such as nanodust, smart dust, black goo, tracers, trackers, implants, blockers, algorithms, operating systems, and all else, not for the highest good of humanity, we command you to leave this live stream and this channel, to leave our electronic devices, our bodies, our minds, and our energy fields once and for all. Go to the abyss and never torment Earth again. Your contracts are null and void, and all empty space left by these dark forces we now fill with the light of Christ, the energy of the divine, the Holy Spirit, and the divine love of all that is holy and all that is good. We invite truth and clarity into the space with healing and liberty for all. It is so. Let it be. All right. And I also want to share with you the membership. We're going to be doing public figure illusions. That's going to be the membership. You can sign up on my website, violetflame.net, right there. We're going to be looking at public figures. Are they masked? Is there a white hat program for witness protection to do masked figures, central casting? Who is dead, but who is alive? So we'll be looking at that today. But today we're doing for this YouTube live an energy of divine support, an energy of what do you need today to assist you in drawing you closer to the great I am, to your divine self, your higher self, your oversoul, even your soul family. So I just felt led to do that today. Let's go ahead and get started. I have the Haunted House Tarot. Ooh, I bet that is fascinating, Incognito. The haunted house. My friend has a haunted house. There's spirits that live there. I plan on doing a live, come to think about it now that you mentioned it, on the ancestors, the veil beyond, and our ancestors. Our ancestors and the veil beyond, that haunted house, is actually the next step of the spiritual world in our current reality. So I would love to explore that. Maybe I'll schedule that in. Okay, what we're going to do first is invite the presence of Christ, and we're going to start with a few Ascended Master Oracles. This is just a little oracle deck that I got, Ascended Master Oracle. Spirit, What ascended masters are assisting humanity or have messages for humanity during this time? During, especially in the next coming week or weeks. I'm having several popping up here. Who is observing humanity? And I'm also open to any clairvoyance if there's any Pleadians or extraterrestrials, angelics, galactics. Maitreya. Okay, Maitreya is the energy that actually embodied the Christ long time ago. I don't know much about it, but it's a power of celebration, a power of creation. It really gives me the energy of the Elohim because of the rainbow. So this is the architects of creator that worked with source God to actually build the architects of this world. Think Prometheus, who made the fire and gave it to humanity. Think Zeus, who created the lightning, and that's now a current part of our 3D Earth. And that is the realm of actually the Christ that gave the architects their power. And many people believe Maitreya, I don't know how quite to say it, Maitreya, that's how I say it, is the energy that actually embodied within the Christ. So holds the power of the architects, the fairies, the elementals, the wind, the sun, the moon, all the 3D elements of earth, fire, consciousness, the ether. Okay, so this has really given me a universe vibe, a universal, the flow of the universe. The structures of the universe are here to support you. The laws of the universe are now in your favor. The way things such as abundance and money and health begins to flow and multiply in your life, that's what's supporting humanity. The universal structure of life. Ganesh. Okay, Ganesh is a goddess. It's a feminine energy from India and Asia. And this energy represented abundance. This energy it says yes at the top. It's the energy of moving forward to what you want and being supported with flow, being supported with energy, being supported with abundance. So there's a lot of support coming in from the universe. Lady Nada. Okay, Lady Nada is a lot like Mary Magdalene, but again, it was a spiritual feminine energy over the Japanese islands, Japanese, Philippines, that East Asia type energy. Many people believe that the Christian church movement in Asia was overseen by Lady Nada, also connected to the Statue of Liberty in America. It's interesting that we have a Statue of Liberty. There's a lot of theories on it, but many people believe some of the Ascended Masters allowed that Statue of Liberty to come as a symbol of holding up divine feminine energy, especially the divine feminine energy that nurtures humanity. And I think of the whenever I see Lady Nada, I know she's out east, but many people believe she represents a part of the Statue of Liberty. And the phrase that I memorized when I was a child was the poem that went with Lady Liberty was, "Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. I lift my lamp beside the golden shore." And it represented the feminine energy of America being a safe place for humanity. I'm not trying to go too national here, but I think there's an energy from the divine saying there's a lot of people right now that might feel homeless, desperate, sad, because the policies of the, having to leave the country, having to be deported. And I agree with the closed border. Okay. That's my personal opinion, but there's an energy throughout humanity of fear, of displacement. And I know that even when I was sitting in the restaurant, somebody had been, is a U.S. citizen, naturalized 15 years ago from the U.K. And they said, what if I get my citizenship revoked? They've been living here for 15 years. And so it was just a message from spirit saying there might be in the collective this energy of, am I going to be provided for? Am I going to be okay? And I think the universe is bringing in the energy of those who are in alignment with the light will be okay. I'm just going to leave it there. And really wanting to say, I want to bring in the mother energy. This says mother, wife, sister, daughter. I want to heal your mother wounds. And even though you might need to maybe go back to your mother country, or you might need to, find a new place to live, the energy of being mother, the energy of connecting to divine mother is so strong in the United States, across the world today. Oh, wow. Okay, I almost didn't let this one in the deck. This is Apollo. Apollo, focus upon your strength. So the message I'm getting in here is masculine energy. So we are getting a balance of healthy masculine energy and healthy feminine energy, and it's actually supporting us in our roles of humanity. Apollo is coming in. I'm drawn to his hand, how he has the sun or a bright crystal light. This is a cleansing fire. This is a cleansing renewal. This is a fierce protection. This is the energy of dragons waking up in the earth that says, I am going to serve the Christ light and oversee and look at the corruption and begin to send light out to cleanse it. So we have the energy of the universe supporting us. We have the energy of abundance supporting us. We have masculine and feminine energy supporting us from the divine as well. To me, Holy Mother, Holy Father, the presence of the divine. And that's just coming in on a worldwide scale. And it's something we light workers will feel tremendously and can utilize. Okay, so I'm going to leave those there. Next, we're going to bring in nature. Nature, once again, is the power of the universe, the power of Christ. We can get many signs through nature. This is the Spirit of the Animals Oracle deck. What animal or animal representation, animal energy wishes to give us a message? We have this one. And we have a few more. Wonderful. Okay, the first one I felt drawn to is Black Jaguar. Old soul. I'm going to try to put that up there so you can see it. Turn the light. There we go. Black Jaguar, old soul. Walk through life with confidence and grace. You have power from beyond the world. Focus on what you really want. You create your dreams. This is the energy of the universe coming in. Christ's energy to create. This is also those of you who feel you've been old souls. You've walked on earth a long time. You've gained wisdom. You've gained knowledge. You've gained understanding, awakening, aware, growing spiritually. And you feel a little tired at times because you've been on this difficult earth plane for a long time. And Spirit is saying, you have power from beyond the world. You have strength you can draw upon. So walk with confidence that you are indeed an old soul. You are stealthy in the night. I'm thinking of the stealthy coat of this black jaguar. The only thing you see are its eyes. It's watching. It's watching the things in the world. It's watching the storms of life. It's watching everything that's happening, but it's in the shadows. It's watching from the distance. It's watching from the darkness. It's watching from its safe place, outside of the drama, outside of the city lights, outside of the chaos of the world. Because what you can do during this time as you're watching is you can focus on what you really want and create your own dreams. Some of you, that's definitely a message for some of you. Wow, the other card that flipped out was personal choice. This is actually a spirit of nature coming in, the mountains and the trees. Look at this. Some of this is going to resonate with you who live in the mountains, who might have mountains or pine trees around you. Close your eyes. What animal do you imagine? What strengths are they known for? What wisdom do they share? Embrace these qualities. So Spirit is saying you're going to be walking in nature. You're going to be traveling on a mountain road. The animals that you see are messages. And you are actually at a point where you can hear signs from Spirit, messages from Spirit, and look at the animals in your life. They're carrying messages straight to you. And you can learn about them to say, I've just been seeing squirrels everywhere. What are they known for spiritually? And you can Google it. You can feel of just, well, they're preparing. They're preparing for the winter. They're digging holes. They're and they're not worried because they have enough. So that's a message Spirit says you are prepared for. You will have enough this winter. You will have all your needs provided for. So you can come up with the message yourself. 2 other cards that came in was dog friend. We even have a wolf. Maybe you've seen a wolf lately, or you have a puppy. There's a golden retriever here and other dogs. Dog friend. Today, I will love without condition. My energy and enthusiasm are an inspiration. I choose to be happy. I am a protector and friend. So Spirit might want you to embody the energy of the dog and let your energy and enthusiasm be an inspiration to others. Just knowing that as you love and as you choose happiness, you will be protected. Some of you might also, this might be a message that there are spirit guides watching over you. They are your protectors and friends, and you are protected. Polar bear, mystic. Okay, my mystic friends. Know that challenges make you stronger. Have faith when you face adversity. Take time to rest, dream, and renew your strength. Embrace your psychic abilities. You carry the shaman within. Okay, some of you are definitely getting messages from Spirit. You're getting signs, you're getting thoughts, you're getting feelings, you're getting vibrations. You're like, I just feel this about this situation and I don't know why, or I heard this in my head. I feel it's a message from my higher self. And it's also saying that if you are going through adversity, take time to sit, relax, listen, renew yourself, because a message might be coming in. You carry the shaman within you. Some of you might be led to develop your psychic gifts. This is a sign from Spirit. Go for it. Okay, the polar bear, the dog wolf, the mountain, the energy of the mountain, and the black jaguar. Okay, next we're going to do a past, present, future with these Archangel Tarot decks. We're going to have messages from Spirit. The past, what you've been going through, present, what we're facing right now, and future guidance, future, anything we need to know for the future. And again, this is a timeless reading. We have past coming in. It's a timeless reading, so whenever you watch this, please like, subscribe to YouTube, send me a comment, shoot me a comment. I would love to hear from you. All right, so the past is the energy of 6 of Michael. It is the light at the end of the tunnel. 6 of Swords in original tarot. It is the light at the end of the tunnel. Breathe a sigh of relief and make new plans, relocation, or travel. So this is going to come in differently for every one of you. We have unique experiences, so take as it resonates. But several things that I'm being pinged with is, number 1, you might have been going through a storm, and Spirit wants you to know the storm is over. You are graduating. You're going into a new reality, possibly co-creating it, and you're actually bringing in a new energy, and Spirit's bringing in a new energy for you as well. The storm is over. You've passed the test. Well done. As it says here, breathe a sigh of relief and make new plans. Some of you are already making new plans. And I like this card because he's coming from a storm, okay, good old Zeus energy there, and he's going into calm waters. The calmness of the Celtic Sea, the calmness of divine feminine flow and energy and support. So here, I believe it's a message for those of you saying, breathe a sigh of relief. It is safe to make new plans. Some of you might also be thinking about traveling, relocating, or even going to a sacred site, taking some hikes into the mountains, going further into the woodlands. Spirit is letting you know, if you've been feeling guided to do that, that it is divinely inspired. So past energy, though, for the collective, we've come from a major storm. These last 6 months has been a major S show, okay? It's been intense, especially for the normies, where we've had the Doge cuts in the US, or we've had the WARs across the nations. It's been a rough year for some people, and only those with a higher perspective can find the peace in it. But Spirit is letting us know on the collective scale, we are going into calmer waters, and this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Past energy, we've been through a storm. Light at the end of the tunnel, or train is coming. Yes, if you're not in alignment, it could very well be a train that's coming through the tunnel. Present energy, okay? This is beautiful. This is the energy of the Temperance card in Original Tarot. Archangel Zadkiel. Zadkiel is the energy of cleansing, renewal. We have a lot of renewal coming in. Success that comes from objective compromise, self-control, and patience, forgiving and healing energy. So I want to bring out several things. That you can call upon Archangel Zadkiel. He's a messenger from the divine. I believe he's even mentioned in some of the old books of ancient antiquity. The old Hebrews knew Zadkiel. Success that comes from objective compromise. This isn't the time to fight right now. This isn't the time to stand on a hill and die. This isn't a time for bloody conflict. This is a time for peace. And it's interesting because with this card, we're also in a time of the struggle to bring in world peace. So this is a collective energy, self-control, patience. We want it all right now. And Spirit is letting us know we need to be in a state of renewal. On a personal level, the forgiving and healing energy is really here to support us. If you need help to forgive, call upon Archangel Zadkiel. If you need healing in somebody who did you wrong, call upon Archangel Zadkiel. But I'm hearing the message as well. It's already supporting you. This beautiful angel is already supporting the light worker and those who are seeking help. And look at the light. Look how he's dropping the actual water, and he's mixing the water and blending it, and he's receiving light from heaven. Beautiful energy. Some of you might even be guided to blue gemstones. Blue is coming in. Blue might be a cleansing, healing energy for you. This is our support. This is our hope. This is our peace. Right now, we're being supported with not the fight, but the renewal. Not the argument, but the forgiveness. Not the conflict, but the healing. Now, future and future guidance. This is beautiful. Okay, I feel that this is also connected to the universe bringing in some abundance, unexpected abundance. And for those of you in the US, I believe it might also mean some income being returned to you. And I'm hoping that it will eventually trickle throughout the rest of the world, and mass income will start being returned to people due to Nisara, Jasara, and due to the recovery of a lot of gold in the earth, okay? But this is, I do feel an omen and a good omen of good things to come. 9 of Ariel. Ariel is the feminine divine archangel of abundance, earth resources, beauty, and light. Your dreams are fulfilled. Hard work leads to great success, a love for the beautiful things of life. I believe life is going to start getting easier for you. I believe, especially for the light worker and those in alignment, your prayers have been heard. Your hard work, everything that you have focused on, everything that you have endured for the past 10 years, every negative jab, every negative stab, every word curse, every rejection for what you've stood for is going to bring in great rewards. It's going to bring in a remuneration and a reconciliation for your life. I believe you're going to erupt with a beautiful love for the little things in life, for nature, for God, for the feelings of peace you have in your heart, for your favorite coffee, okay? For even the sacred sites. Here's my little Cornwall cup. Sorry that there's a glare, but my Cornwall harbors there. When I went to the UK, the little things in life. You're going to start falling in love with nature. You're going to start, even though many of you already are in love with nature, but you're just going to really develop a resonance with life and the beauty of life in its purity. And I'm also again reminded your prayers have been heard. Your dreams are going to be fulfilled. So that's your future. This isn't even guidance at this point. This is a prediction for all those of you who found the time to make it this far in the video. This is a prediction from Spirit saying your prayers have been heard. The things you have asked for are on the way. You do have abundance coming. And I think the message here is a love for the beautiful things in life. Stay focused on the beautiful things in life. What to you is beautiful? What to you is fine? Like, that's a pretty bird flying in the sky. Or this is a fine meal today when you're sitting in a restaurant and taking the notice, like, I'm just loving my coffee cup today. Taking notice of what makes you happy is going to expand your energy and actually attract abundance into your life. We've moved out of troubled waters. And especially the light worker has moved, or any being of light. I use that as a general term. The person of light, the starseed, the person of light, ascending and aware, have moved out of troubled waters. Beautiful. Okay, now what about some of you who might be going through a storm? You don't know why certain things are happening in your life. You feel rejected, or you feel like you can't get ahead. You feel like every single time you try to move forward, it's 2 steps back. You've tried to make different relationships work and they fall apart. Hello, I've been there, okay? I've been trying to make certain relationships fit, and Spirit's like, why? You need to move on. And it's been difficult. Some of you who've been trying to get ahead financially, like, I feel like so much abundance is ahead for me. How do I navigate this challenge? Because it seems restricted and constricted in my finances. For those of you who also are seeking your purpose, you're like, I know I'm called to something big, something major. I know I'm called to make a difference in this world, but I can't put my finger on it. Stay tuned, because this next section is for you. We're going to be going into the diary of the spiritual black sheep. We're going to be going into the purposeful career deck. We're going to be going into the life purpose angel deck. And we're going to also be finishing with some physical cards as well, with health and finding our vibration. So let's get started. Spirit, what message do you have for those who are struggling with feeling ostracized, feeling neglected, feeling rejected? Maybe some of you chose to take certain medical decisions and you lost your job. Maybe some of you decided to take a stand for something on social media and you got kicked off. Maybe freedom of speech or freedom of expression has been challenged. Maybe you've been feeling like your family doesn't accept you for your views, okay? The whole C-19 situation is coming to my mind, where people had to make decisions of, if you don't do this, you can't see the grandkids. Or if you don't do this, you won't keep your job. And all that pain and suffering from that time period is coming up. So I think Spirit wants to speak to that. So I have 2 cards that fell out here. Wow. Okay. So take these as it resonates, okay? It's just words, so I'm just going to read it to you here. Be patient and trust that everything is coming together. It may seem that you are working in vain because you have yet to see the fruits of your labor. However, it is important to continue to nurture the seeds you've planted. Don't worry about what others think about your circumstances. Just know that everything is coming together in divine timing. You will see an overflow harvest in due season. Is that resonating with any one of you? You will see a harvest. Take your time. Be patient. It is going to come to you the way you've asked. Once again, your prayers have been heard. Thank God. And everything is coming together in divine timing. Keep the faith. Incognito says, I follow Chrome. Chrome asks for no prayers and offers no blessings. Chrome was the god. Conan, the barbarian, followed. I would love to know more about this because many of the false ascended beings required a lot of sacrifice and they required a lot of blessing, and they had to give 10% of what they earned or 10% of their crops to, this being, or they had to sacrifice. And when you go into the dark beings, it even represents the child sacrifice. And there's still, I believe, dark beings today that represent. So Crom asks for no prayers and offers no blessings. It's very interesting about how that cosmic being is working with humanity. So interesting. Okay, be mindful of the things you fantasize about and visualize. Your thoughts, whether good or bad, are producing and creating a large part of your reality. Knowing this, you want to evaluate your dominant thoughts and determine if they are poisons to your existence. You project your external reality from within. So what type of foundation are you creating for your future? This is definitely coming in as an angelic message saying, many of you have been through tremendous hard times. Many of you have been through the times of rejection, pain, isolation, and separation. And many of you are even still struggling with certain realities in relationships or home life or certain factors of your circumstances. But this is coming in to saying your thoughts, especially now in this time of ascension, especially now, your thoughts are going to continue to create your reality, and you can change it. You can evaluate your dominant thoughts and determine if they are poisons to your existence. You project your external reality from within. So what type of foundation are you creating for your future? Now, if you have negative people in your life or people that don't actually support you, or there's several things that are going to happen with the world of the universe. Either you're going to change your reality and be like, I will find peace and contentment no matter what, no matter how people treat me. And if you change that reality, either two things will happen, maybe more. They're going to change. They're going to realize there's nothing to fight here. There's nothing to argue with. There's nothing to hate. There's nothing but love and peace. And they're actually going to shift their vibration toward you. Or they're going to choose to stay in a low vibe, and they're going to just trickle from your timeline. But whatever it is as you develop your thoughts, as we develop our vibration, it actually shifts comes back to us from the hand of God. Like we're sowing and reaping. What you sow, you will reap. So it's definitely a message coming in from Spirit saying, be mindful of what you're sowing out in your personal life. It will come back. Okay, so we have those two cards from the Diary of a Spiritual Black Sheep. I also feel that the times of being a black sheep are going to be over, and we're going to start finding the energy of harmony and universal love in some unexpected ways. I think people are going to start healing some of the division in the world. So we're going to manifest that. Okay, for those of you who are looking for glimpses of guidance for career, purpose, or even just personal spiritual development, this is for you. Okay, we got several cards flipping out. This deck loves to talk. Spirit, what guidance do you have for people today, the people of light? And these are very simple cards. I'll read them to you. Okay, the first one came up is support. Your life purpose fully supports you. Okay? So there is a purpose in your life that will fully support you. Those of you who have been saying, can I fulfill my life purpose and still be financially supported? Yes. This is a message for you. who've been asking the question. And some of you are saying, I feel like my purpose in life is to do this job or this career or to do this, but is this right? Is it okay for me to be fully supported from what I love to do? And it is, it might be working in an insurance company, but it might be being a nurse. It might be, not something like, oh, I do Reiki or I do this or I, do humanitarian projects across the world. And that's also a message coming in. Because your life purpose is allowed to support you. It's supposed to support you. And if you enjoy doing what you do, that's your life purpose. It's your soul fulfillment. Message number 2, school. The answer that you're seeking involves going back to school. This message is for you who have been actually thinking about doing a course, getting further education, going actually to college, going actually to school, maybe even working at a job in a school. As I like to tell people, always let these messages confirm what you've already been feeling or thinking in your heart. Because your higher self has already been talking to you, and these are just messages to confirm what you've been already learning and knowing. Marie, good day, good day. Welcome in, my dear. Did you get to go to church today? I know last week you were at church. I definitely do miss church. We are doing messages from the divine to help in our life purpose at this point. Infinite abundance. Okay, some of you need to know infinite abundance is coming your way. I heard a message yesterday that said, if you have a deep longing in your heart and you don't know why it constantly comes back, it's because your soul knows it was meant for you. And if you have a longing to live in full abundance and you can't shake it, you feel like you're always looking to find a place of abundance, Spirit wants you to know you're fully supported as you devote yourself to your divine life purpose. The money is going to come in. The universal flow is going to come in. The universe is supporting you. God has you in his hands. Or her hands, depending on what cosmic being is holding you in the place of source consciousness. Light and love. Your purpose is to bring divine healing light and love to this world. Light and love. Some of you, your purpose might not necessarily be in your job of insurance or being a nurse or being that secretary. And you are that secretary. But really your life purpose just revolves and involves around you being that beautiful being of light, bringing in healing light and love to this world. Some of you might be thinking, though, of going into a light worker path, and that is a confirmation as well. Crystals. Your connection to crystals and gemstones is a channel for healing energy. Ding, 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 ding. The earth is letting you know that they appreciate your work with crystals, crystal grids, gemstones about your house. It is a channel for healing energy. If you've been feeling about getting more crystals, if you've been feeling like working with crystals, go for it. This is your sign. Trust your feelings and dreams to guide your career path. Don't just trust a psychic. Don't just trust what your parents did and told you should be. Don't trust your college education. Trust your feelings and your dreams to guide your career path. You are fully supported. Marie says, no, we're shooting content. You go, girl. You go. Feel free to put your stuff in the chat if you would like. Your hashtags or your Instagram handle. Okay, so, or your YouTube videos, whatever you're doing. All right, purposeful career. Purposeful career. Spirit, what messages do you have for these beautiful people for their career? Again, take it as it resonates. Messages from your guides, your angels. What do they need to hear today? What do we need to hear? Mentor. Someone is willing to share experiences in their field that will motivate you to do better. Your work and teachings inspire others. So this is you either thinking about getting a mentor, okay? You're either thinking about getting a mentor, or you're also willing to become someone's mentor. All right? So if Spirit's been talking to you about mentorship, this could just be a course. This could be someone on YouTube, or this could actually be a coach or someone that you meet for coffee. Someone is willing to share their experiences in their field. You might be feeling like, I feel like calling this person and asking to talk to them, but I'm feeling shy. This is a message from Spirit, is reach out. Move toward what you want to be mentored in. And some of you, your work and your teachings will inspire others. Stop holding yourself back. You have everything you have in your heart. There's people out there attached to your name. There's people out there that are here to hear your work, to hear your message. And so this is a message from Spirit saying your work and your teachings inspire others. Okay, don't rob them of that by keeping it to yourself. Share your light with the world. Any other messages about a purposeful career? Thank you. We have faith. This situation needs your full trust. There is a divine reason behind this experience. So when you heard that, what experience popped up in your mind? There is a divine reason behind this experience. What situation needs your full trust? Your spirit guides are leading you in the right direction. Okay, this is telling me many of us are having our life purposes unfold without us trying to do anything. It's just going to unfold. Have faith. Have faith. And I love this beautiful crystal she's holding on to. This card flipped out on the bottom of the deck. Mishaps. There may be some minor setbacks, but it's only asking you to review your work and see what you may have missed out on. Mistakes teach us lessons. Many times we try to find our life purpose. I know with me, I did so many different kinds of YouTube videos. I did pick a card readings. I did messages a lot like this. I did other messages. I did light language. And I had to be okay with saying, you know, I did this for 2-3 videos and I'm not enjoying it. And to be okay with something fading out of your life. Because I learned so much when I was doing those little videos. I was learning about how to use the system and how to make a YouTube video and how to get the right lighting. And I was learning so much about what I wanted and what I liked, and that it was okay to have the minor setbacks and be like, no, this didn't work, because it teaches us lessons. Again, this is for career, purpose, forward movement, moving into our highest divine soul fulfillment. North Star. You're facing the future with excitement as you follow your dreams and embrace your passions in life. You are now directed to your life purpose. And I keep getting the message. I believe the biggest message coming in from Spirit is your divine purpose is unfolding without you needing to have to stress, work, strive. All you need to do is to be aware, to look at what works for you, what doesn't, and to be able to shift. Like say, okay, I was doing this, now I'm going to try this. That's all Spirit's asking us to do, is go with the flow of how your life purpose is unfolding for you and be able to shift with it. These cards coming in from Spirit is you're fully supported in your life mission. Infinite abundance is coming to you. Have faith because your spirit guides are leading you in the right direction. Be willing to be mentored or to step out into your life purpose. You are a North Star to yourself. Your higher self is already a North Star guiding you into your divine life purpose. Follow your dreams and your passions. And be willing to take the shift and change as life shows you what works for you, and what doesn't, it's going to be okay. All right, this is exciting for many of us, the light worker, the person of light, the one who's on the spiritual path, because we're being so supported by the divine right now. We are going to become the leading energy sources for this world. If we choose to take a certain direction of light, the world will follow our energy. That's an awesome responsibility. And what Spirit's teaching us to do now is to actually learn to trust, but also to surrender, to go with the flow, to take appropriate action, but not forced action. To take excited, passionate steps forward, but not running forward blindly because we're scared of whatever might happen and we have to make something happen. Flow, not force. Okay. So that's for those of you who are seeking some guidance in your purpose and your career. Now let's go into a little bit of our health. For those of us who are receiving maybe some health challenges, I want to invite the presence of God, Christ energy, to come in and to bring us messages from these Namaste cards. They have some cards about health, but then they also have cards like breathing and exercise and getting a routine. And there's actually one others. Okay, so this is just like your health, your routine, your everyday little things. So take what resonates. If you've been feeling guided to do any of these things, know that there's signs from Spirit to do it. Namaste. Stress less cards. That's what they're called. Okay, there's a lot of messages coming in, but I don't want 10 at a time. Thank you. We're going to take this one and these two. Okay. Ways to help our life release some stress. Breathe in the moment. Okay, these just have pictures. They don't have pictures on them, so I'm going to read it. Breathe in the moment. Relax your eyes. Breathe in and out normally. Pay attention to your breathing as if it were a captivating story. What part of your body is doing the breathing? And they have you go into a feeling of if it's your stomach, your diaphragm, your chest, or your whole body. And they say breathe intentionally for 8 minutes. By just acknowledging your breath, you give yourself more life and value. This will also allow your mind and body to relax, for the focus is now on the breath and not on anything else. And that's the beauty of the breath, is when you focus on your breath, it takes your mind out of the chaos, it pulls your soul back into your body, and it recenters you. Some of you might be drawn to breathing. Ooh, I've never gotten this card. Make friends with the voice in your head. Take a moment to make friends with the voice in your head. The best of friends listen more than they speak. So just take a while to listen to what the voice in your head is telling you. Are they nice things? Do they say negative things? Just listen. Do this for 8 minutes. While doing this exercise, begin to accept the good words and put the bad ones away. Make friends with the voice in your head so that when it speaks, it will shower you with encouraging thoughts and positive emotions. How beautiful. And when you become friends with the voice in your head, Spirit can speak to you easier. Self-love affirmations. Practice positive affirmations about yourself throughout your day. This is also going to help you with your health. That's coming in as a message. If you're trying to help yourself with your health, Spirit is saying, say affirmations even if they're not related to health, okay? I am amazing. I am strong. I am healthy. I bake a great cake. Or I made someone smile today. Write these down somewhere where you can see them to remind yourself of your positive attributes and thoughts. Self-love affirmations can be a powerful emotional healing tool, as they can transform a negative self-image into a positive self-image. Self-love affirmations can help you increase your sense of power, reduce stress, and experience personal fulfillment. Take a rest in the restroom. And the restroom is quote unquote. Relax or meditate in the restroom. Wow, I've never gotten this card either. Everyone needs numerous breaks to use the restroom throughout the day. So why not make them a part of your stress-less routine? Clear your mind of negative thoughts or of any thoughts at all. Take an extra minute or two to meditate. Then experience the warm water running over your hands as you wash up. And I might also add, you could do your deep breathing here. Small breaks throughout the day can help prevent the buildup of stress-related tension and promote peace of mind. And I'm going to say something really funny and really vulnerable here, but when I DoorDash, I run into the restroom really quick to use the restroom before I go grab the food for the customer. But when the music is on and no one's in there, I'll just start dancing and I'm releasing stress. I'm like, do to the music. And I'm like, I have to like wiggle out of the stress of the day, but I have to make sure nobody's in there. Okay, and the last one is examine your surroundings. Come to look at things with fresh eyes. A baby doesn't look at their surroundings as being good or bad. She looks upon her world as being interesting. Renew your thoughts again. Don't label what you see. Just take interest and find amazement. When there is nothing to categorize or label, you feel free of prejudice and stress. Wow. You will feel peace and wonder. Wow. Okay, I love this. I'm definitely challenged myself for me, so let me read the titles again. Breathe in the moment. Make friends with the voice in your head. Self-love affirmations. Take a rest in the restroom. Examine your surroundings. I'm definitely called to examining my surroundings more than the self-love affirmations. So I invite you to choose one or two of these that you want to bring into your life this week to help release some of that stuck energy. Richard says, every day in every way I'm getting better and better. Emily Cooey says 20 times before sleep. Wow, every day in every way I am getting better and better. In my health, in my physical body, in my finances, in my character, in my emotions. I like that. What a good affirmation. Thank you for sharing. And so what I'm getting from that too, Richard, is that it doesn't have to be perfect. Like, oh, I have X amount of money in my bank account, or I'm always emotionally stable, and those are good. But just the affirmation of I set the intention to keep improving will bring in an invitation from God and the universe to say, that's like you're asking for help. It's an invitation to attract to you everything you need, everything you desire, and everything you require for your best and highest good. All right, 2 more decks. Okay, stay with me. We're going to do the last messages. No, let's go ahead and do the Mystical Oracle deck, Mystical Wisdom, and then we're going to go straight into the Public Figure Illusions. So if you want to find me on my website, go please to my website, violetflame.net, and you will find me there. Let me bring that up. Okay. Find me there. Join the Global Shift membership. And we're going to be looking at some political figures, celebrities, who you thought was dead is alive, and who you think is alive could be dead. Do the White Hats have any programs for masking, actors, witness protection, and such like? I know it's quite a different energy from this live. But if you're enjoying this, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. I hope to do a whole lot more videos helping us ascend. Spirit, what mystical wisdom do you have for us today? We have one card that fell out, and this one's peeking out. Okay. Ooh, I think this has been popping up for the collective a lot, lady. We have this beautiful card of 7 heavenly virtues. And it says here, keys to goodness. So let me read this deck here. 7 heavenly virtues. Let me bring this up. There we go. All right. You represent spiritual enlightenment, divine knowledge, and wisdom. You have faith, and you believe all that is good and meaningful. You have a deep intuitive understanding of God, the angels, and the universal spirit. You know the keys to goodness. You are being asked to use this knowledge to empower and teach others. What are the 7 heavenly virtues? Faith, believe and trust in right things. Hope, belief that good will prevail. Charity, unlimited loving kindness toward others. Fortitude, never giving up. Justice, being fair and equitable toward others. Patience, accepting the grace to forgive. Temperance, practicing self-control and moderation. Now the next one is children, okay? Know that your children are protected. And I am bringing in also anyone that you feel is vulnerable at this time, okay? Anyone, this could be a family member. This could be your actual grown children. It could be your actual children, little children. This is children. All parents' first and foremost responsibility is to keep their children safe from harm. The angels want to assure you that all is well. Your children or your family members in heaven and on earth are loved and protected by God and the angels. Your children or family members function at their best when they are loved, cherished, and feel secure in their home and in family environment. The mantra here is my children or my family member, they're safe and happy. So take that as it resonates. Some of you need to know that the person you are worried about is going to be okay. And last but not least, these quick little messages of the Cosmic Oracle. Messages of the Cosmic Oracle. They're cute little short messages. Helps with health too, Richard says. Yes, that affirmation every day in every way, I'm getting better and better. He says helps with your health. Spirit, what final messages? I always used to say, wake up in the morning and say aloud, I am healthy, I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. But it was so complicated. I would sit there in bed, I am happy, healthy, I would get them all mixed up. I'm happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, it's a little bit more complicated. I like yours better. Life can be hard and life can be wonderful. Which will you focus on? The difference between whether you attract a good life to you or not is the life you focus on. Someone is in need of your love. Offer it to them. I think that's going back to the children card. Interesting. Doesn't have to be a child, but someone is in need of your love. Offer it to them. Is Spirit speaking to you to reach out to someone? Let your feelings out. All of them, even the ones that scare you. Don't be afraid to feel. Don't be afraid to show your emotions, especially if it's in a healthy way or you're by yourself. Let your feelings out. Express yourself. Show your true self. Also, for those of you who are feeling like you want to be more of yourself, just let your feelings out, even if it feels scary to be that expressive. Open your heart, not just a little, all the way, and let the love flow in. What a beautiful message of hope and peace. Open your heart. It is safe to open your heart. It is safe to open your heart all the way because love is ready to flow in. Incognito says, I worry about the children in Gaza. I hope they will be okay. We set the intention and ask that the angels would go to all the children in Gaza to protect them, to seal them with love, to give them the food and the water they need, and the shelter and the protection, and that peace would come to this world. Let it be, let it be, let it be. Thank you for that reminder. Maybe that was Spirit saying, remember to pray for the children too, and all the children of this world. All right, everyone. Thank you for joining me today. I appreciate your support and the comments that are coming in. I hope you like this. This is a little bit different. We'll get back to the global shifts forecast next week. There's also check out the website, because we are doing a Break the Curse and Heal Your Subconscious webinar. If you want to clear your DNA, join me for a webinar. If you're a member, it will be for free at 11 a.m. We're not doing any public lives. We're just doing the webinar next Sunday. Wednesday, though, we'll be doing a global shift forecast, and I will send out emails so you can get onto my newsletter. Everything is on my website. You can get my newsletter to hear what's coming. That's free, or join my membership, $9 a month, and you can get the webinars free, or just do a one-time purchase as well. I think it's $32 or something like that. All right. Thank you so much. For those of you who want to join me on the membership, we're going to be the public figure. We're going to get a little deep, bring in Archangel Michael and cut through some illusions there, and just see what comes up. But you all have a wonderful day. I love you all. Together in light, we rise. Remember to pray for the children this week, and remember to focus on the little beautiful things, because that's what's going to attract our divine purpose and our infinite abundance. Until next